As human beings living in the current year, we don't really like being tarred with the same brush. That is, we don't really like being portrayed in a negative light just because we share some traits with others of a certain douchebag variety. For example, it's not polite to say a certain type of people like to explode stuff just because that certain type of people have been exploding stuff for the last 20 years. It's not polite to say another type of people are criminals just because they're overrepresented in the US crime stats. Where this social convention seems to get thrown down the shitter, however, is at the topic of white people.
For you to jump in with, wait, not all white people? I don't do that. You look like a
idiot. Let's watch a video.
You know what I expect of white women? Not a damn thing.
If I was one of these white women, I'd be like, cool, so lunch is on you, thanks a lot. Now, I'm not sure what this clip is from. I think I found it in some sort of cringe compilation, but it is eye-opening.
Nothing. I expect nothing of you because you have never given me anything. I can't trust you, okay?
Oh, I can't trust you. So, most people wouldn't give two shits about that. But these are liberal white women, lefty white women. So they're going to grovel at the feet of anyone who makes them feel bad. Now, I know I'm kind of tarring with the same brush here, but it's applicable. You watch.
I am a liberal white woman. We are absolutely the most dangerous women out there. We are the most dangerous women that exist because we want to think that we are better.
White women have abused us our whole lives. Why do we have to hold your hand? Can't we just tell you, hey, you guys have hurt us. This is what you've done. Now make it right.
And not a Indian woman, like a Indian woman.
I have this discussion with people that I know, friends, lawyers, everybody, and they'll say, well, Regina, you know, there are some good white people. And I'll go, well, what have the good white people been doing for the last 450 years?
450 years? You're going to take it back that far? They don't owe you anything. None of them have wronged you. And if you want to take it down the ancestral line, then most of them probably had ancestors who died fighting for the freedom of black people.
What have you been doing? Obviously, it's not enough because nothing has changed.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed for 450 years.
So I want a show of hands of everyone at this table who is racist.
Oh, here we go. Let the struggle session begin. I would have a chuckle if the camera panned around and there was a lady sitting there in one of those white hoods. Me? Yep, me.
So I saw a couple people surprised that I raised my hand.
Why? Because your skin is slightly brown?
When I said that I was racist, I am racist against black people.
Well, then why did you want to have lunch with a black person? This isn't really adding up.
So it's institutional. Indians are institutionally racist against black people.
I bet Indians are institutionally racist towards white people too. I bet these white bitches would get all kind of side eyes walking down the streets of Calcutta.
I don't see color. I don't see. So how she said, I'm blinded to color. Like, it doesn't faze me at all. When we bleed red.
I'm just going to drop the bomb here. That's white supremacy.
How's that white supremacy? I don't see colour. We all bleed red. That's exactly what they were preaching at those white hood meetings.
Color blindness is white supremacy. Do not teach your kids to be colorblind.
Why? Why would you want your kids growing up seeing a massive distinction between races? Is it just so you can keep calling them racist for generations to come?
Do not talk about color blindness. Don't say that I don't see the color of your skin and we cut ourselves open, it's bleeding red.
Yeah, probably don't teach your kids to cut themselves open.
When I was in Charleston, South Carolina last summer, I get into my lift and the guy turned around and looked at me and he said, lady, he goes, I hate to have to say this to you, but if I get pulled over, you're just another black woman, and he's black, and he said, put your hands up, do as they say, do not make any trouble.
He actually told you that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dear God.
Of course.
Bullshit. I don't believe that happened. Imagine how offended this bitch would have been. How dare you call me just another black woman? This is the systemic structure of structural systemic problems I've been talking about. I'm colorblind to race.
That's the life he lives.
And so-
that's his reality.
But that's insane. But
that's his reality.
Anger.
She's worried that her kids are gonna die.
She's worried that her kids are gonna die. I mean, I guess all All parents are worried that their kids are going to die. But why would this Indian woman be worried in particular? Aren't Indians some of the highest earners in America? Don't they have that privilege? Or does the slightly darker skin tone null and void that fact?
I cannot remember a time that I have not woken up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat.
Well, then you need to get some help, lady.
I want to ask also to stop acting shocked. So part of white feminism is acting so surprised when we tell you.
But it is. Why are you telling us not to act the way that we act if it is surprising?
Because
to me, that is surprising.
That upholds white supremacy. Why are your feelings so hurt?
Why are your feelings so hurt? And why are these white women putting up with this? Fucking liberals, I swear to God, I'll never understand them. Hey girls, let's go to a struggle session luncheon and get told we're all horrible racist people. That sounds like a hoot.
But why are your feelings more important than the reality of the violence of our lives?
I don't believe there's any violence in her life. I just don't believe it.
You walk through the world with a different experience because you are a white woman.
I want to. So I can't sit here.
You gotta go.
Fuck off with your white tears. That's probably the best advice you've heard all day. Go home. Why do you need to put up with this shit?
I think I have a little bit of a problem with the we versus I. I think that there is the big perpetual we, right? We white women for sure. But I think there's also we African Americans and we were slaves, right? And these things happened to us.
Oh, she does not look happy. That is a death stare if ever I've seen one. That stare will make your balls crawl up into your stomach. And now she's going to go on with a how dare you? I get to talk about all white women as demon hookers, but you don't get to talk about all black women because slavery, I don't know, fuck, Jim Crow, some shit like that.
That doesn't happen to everybody, right? I mean, and you, I understand. And I am here.
It happened to all African Americans.
It didn't happen to you.
Ooh. White Satan lady makes a good point. It didn't happen to you, old black lady.
Listen. One of the things that we know, let me just say.
I have a lot of Native American history, and I don't take advantage of any of that.
Time out. Are you saying that black people, African Americans, descendants of slaves, are taking advantage of that?
No, I don't think she's saying that. She's quite literally explaining you didn't experience slavery. Open your ears.
You just said
That's not what I'm saying.
At these dinners, we see white women, people behaving badly.
They're not acting badly, like maliciously. They're acting shamefully by putting up with all of your bullshit. I mean, except for that last one who stood up for herself a little bit.
And that bad behavior looks like denial of white supremacy.
White supremacy.
Denial of racism. And even denial of slavery. This is nothing new.
She never denied slavery. She just said you weren't a slave, and you weren't a slave.
Why is it that being called a racist makes you so upset?
Oh, why is it that being called a despicable cunt makes you so upset? Now, these are white liberal women. Literally everything makes them upset. But they shouldn't be upset because you two are race grifters. Pathetic race grifters.
It doesn't make me upset anymore. I believe that every white person is racist because of the system.
What the fuck does that mean? Every white person is racist because of the system. Move to Africa. Will you still be racist in Africa?
And I had to learn about the system to get that.
Do I love you less because you're a different color? Absolutely not.
But do you realize that everything you're saying is taking away everything they just said?
That is such everything you just said is such bullshit, frankly.
But it is.
It is.
But
it is. You literally erased everything this woman just said.
You've literally erased everything this woman has just said. What, you mean the bitter old black woman lecturing the whole room? God forbid you have your own opinion.
Like everything.
You know how racist this country is.
Not to the degree that you do.
Oh, no, you will never know.
You keep coming back with this, frankly, BS about love being love and love trumps.
Oh, she said Trump. You can't say Trump. Even the liberal white women aren't that evil.
Like, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is that beyond the anger and the problems that we are feeling, that there is something more to our beingness, and it isn't the flesh. It isn't.
Does love save the Mexicans who are in ICE facilities?
What? Now I'm just confused. How is love meant to save those people? People cross borders illegally. How does that make these white women racist? I'll tell you how. This black woman with her Indian sidekick said it does. I'm probably going to cop some shit for this video. Oh, Bearing's just being racist again. But what have I said that's remotely racist?
Love is love. Love is fucking love. Seriously. So who in this room, raise your hand if you're a racist. Dang! Woo!
We did it!
We did it. We made you all racist. What a great day. Now go home, stew in your thoughts, and be fucking depressed. What a crazy video. We can tar all of you with the same brush, and you can't say dick about us. Because melanin. Racism solved. If you've got any comments, leave them down below or at my long-awaited restored Twitter account, bear_ing. I'm also on Rumble, BitChute, Locals, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta, goodbye. Recession!